Hi, guys. Welcome to the 17 to Somewhere podcast. I'm your host, Maddie Morris, and this is episode 5. Hi, you guys. Welcome back. This is episode 5 of my podcast. I don't really have direction with this one. I kind of just wanted to come out here and talk because I've been having a hard time recently. I don't know. I'm just going through those stages of I I talk about this a lot, and I know I do, and I feel terrible about talking about it all the time, but because I know weight loss is a sensitive topic for a lot of people. But I personally just want to share my experiences with you guys so you guys understand that you are not alone, because I get it. Today ran the Murph, which is something to be extremely proud of. I got a time of an hour and 5 minutes, or it could have been an hour and 10 minutes. I'm not positive, but it was 5 to 10 minutes, an hour and 5 to 10 minutes, which is a really good time. That means I was averaging a good pace on my miles and on my uh I, I forgot what they're called, but the push-ups, the pull-ups, all those good things. So, something to be proud of, but I felt like so Kipton and my dad, they didn't finish the workout. I was the only one that finished it, but I still at the end of the day felt like the loser because I had dinner and I had fried rice, 2 chicken apple sausage links, and some Caesar salad, and I felt like I lost. Although that was all I ate all day today, that was a very high calorie meal, and it doesn't sit right with me that I just did all that work and then I ate like that. You know, what does that say about my mindset right now? Nothing good. Nothing good. I'm not proud of myself. I'll never be. Not with weight loss, you can't be. It's toxic. You won't be proud of yourself until you see that scale drop another 40 pounds. You just won't. And even then, I still don't celebrate. So, the scale is not important. You know, I wish I could look at it every day, but I've recently been eating kind of out of my mind, so I'm not looking at it anymore. It's just making me mad. And to some point, I have been thinking about what are my next steps to get this weight off. And it's nothing good. Weight loss is so toxic, and I just wish people understood that, and how hard it is. Because, I don't know. I don't know why I'm about to start crying about this, but it's I've been inside my room for the past hour now. That's why I got out here and got this podcast so I could talk it out, because I just been toxic mentality in my room by myself for an hour or two now, and I'm not happy. So I got on my mic and I'm just gonna talk to you guys about it. But yeah. I don't know. I'm trying my best. I've fixed everything. I was eating terrible in March. I had a really bad ED, that's the eating disorder, by the way, if anyone knows. And I lost a lot of weight. Then I got out of it just in April, and I gained, and I can't lose anymore. I plateaued completely after that, and I'm just the only way to get out of it is to do it again, and I'm not doing it again. So, it's not fun. I don't encourage anyone to go and get an eating disorder, or if you want one because you want to look that thin, don't. That's not the right way to do it. It's just not. And I personally I don't know. I've just been having a hard time with it, and I'm just like, I'm not letting myself go back there, but it's like, it's always lingering in the back of my head. Like, if I ever do need to drop that weight quickly, I know what I need to do. And that's not okay. And it's stressing me out because I don't ever want to go back there again, but I want a way to get this weight off. And the way I'm doing it right now is not working, which is I'm getting back on my healthy eating habits, and it's just like nothing's clicking yet, and it's stressing me out that this is not immediate results. And I understand, and I should know by now that this is not going to be immediate and that it's going to take time. But whenever you have like such experience with weight loss, it's like, okay, like usually whenever you get back into a diet, water weight comes off quick. But that has not happened for me yet. So I think that's why I'm stressing out. Hold on. Anyway, I've been drinking a gallon of water a day. That's some bullshit too. So like anything to flush the sodium out would be great. That's basically my goal. Anyway. Yeah, weight loss is hard, dude. Weight loss is fucking hard. I actually came across something the other day of like this girl. I don't know if it was on Instagram or TikTok, or could have been on Twitter or Facebook. I don't know. But she was basically like, so how do you guys get an eating disorder? Do you guys just stop eating completely? Like, I need to drop this weight quickly, so teach me the weights. I need to lose like 10 pounds in like this many days. Girl. And everyone's like, oh my god, like, don't do that. You're already healthy, A healthy person wouldn't ask how to get sick. Okay, that's just the truth. A healthy person wouldn't ask how to get sick. Honey, I don't know. It's not enjoyable, and that being romanticized is crazy to me. But I guess that's the world we live in now. But here's the other thing. I feel like being skinny is so romanticized now, especially in Hollywood with all the celebrities taking Ozempic and just, you know, taking these pills and like getting like paper thin. I think that's stressing people out because it's like, well, now I have to be skinny kind of situation, if I want to make it that far. But it's like, no, you don't. Like, no, that's so fake. And it's just like, it's irritating to me because I'm like, we have grown so much as society to open our arms up to bigger bodies, and just mid-sized bodies even would be great. And now I feel like we're closing that gap again to where it's like, if you're not paper thin, then what are you? Fat? And I don't want to be that. I don't want to even be in that genre. But it's like all to their own. If you take Ozempic, I don't care. If you think you're too fat and you lose weight, I don't care. Like that's, I'm not judging anyone for taking pills, shots, anything to get what you need to be. You do it. That's you. I won't be doing that, but that's you. I'm not judging anyone for it. I'm just saying I wish Hollywood was more open to bigger bodies, because that's the reality of it, is that no one is thin like that, really. Unless you're bigger and unless you're a bigger in terms of like money wise, unless you're like rich and like a bigger celebrity, then obviously you can afford to look like that, but it's not achievable when you're poor or when you're just making a solid income, because obviously we can't afford a solid income in this economy either. With this economy, a solid income doesn't really get you too far. Anyway, I say this, the only way you're going to achieve that look is by starving yourself. And that's what they're promoting. That's what Hollywood's promoting in some form, is promoting EDs. I don't know. Fight me. I don't care. Like, I feel so bad for the young girls who have to grow up in this era of like skinny. Because I feel like Gen Z especially, and like really like Gen Z people who are like now 18 to 20 years old, we grew up in a solid era where everyone loved each other. In like the 2018, 2016 era, I feel like we had a really good childhood then. And then also like going through to 2020, whenever everyone was like at people's necks, if you were like making fun of someone for their body, making someone for their race, for their religion, like we were just at everyone's neck, holding each other accountable, you know? And now I feel like we fell back into this state where it's like, it's serving like 1970s, everyone hates everyone, skinny is the only way, let's do crack, let's do cocaine, and let's make sure you can wrap every single finger around our necks. That's how skinny I want to be. That's the vibes it gives. I don't know. Sue me. Anyway, I feel so bad for the people, for the young girls who are growing up in this generation, because it's like, this is who you're looking up to. Like, this is crazy. Anyway, I just had my little rant about being skinny. I say that to say this, though. I am trying my best to be my best and to look my best and to feel my best. And if feeling my best means I have to push myself a little bit harder than others, and I have to work my ass off every single day and burn those extra calories and put myself through hell just to feel like I achieved something, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. That's that, you know? What I won't be doing is starving myself. And that's something I'm not doing it. I'm not. Like, I was, like, in my room, like, thinking about, like, should I just... No, you shouldn't. What the fuck? Don't do that shit. Like, no. No. Why would you do that? Why would you say that? Like, I went through this already in March. I'm not doing it again. That was hell. I was sleeping, you guys, every second I got in a dark room by myself. I don't care if where I was. I could have been at school. I could have been at work. Hell, I could have been, like, fucking out. There's a dark lit bathroom. I'm gonna go in there and rest my head for a minute. Like, I was exhausted. 24/7. No, losing muscle, by the way, no muscle. Crying through workouts. Like, no period. Excuse me. Hate to get TMI, but I had no period for months. For months, I'm saying, like, from March to now, I just got my period. It's May. End of May. So, I don't even know if I got it in February either, because February I was kind of leaning into the ED too. So I think, like, February through May, I honestly didn't have a period. So I just got it, because I was back on track with my eating. But, so that's just a list of reasons exactly why you should not, Maddie. Like, I'm talking to myself, by the way, guys. And I'm talking to y'all, too. If y'all are going through this, don't do that shit. For what? So you can be skinny fast? Time goes by anyway. Time goes by anyway. Are you gonna let time go by while suffering and being hungry? Or are you gonna let time go by while being healthy and feeding yourself and being a normal human being? If it takes you a little bit longer, that's okay. Are you on a time crunch? Is there someone that has a timer? There's like a rabbit and has a timer? Is that what's going on right now? Or are you just telling yourself that because it's a challenge or a competition, or you just want to prove something to yourself? Because it's not cool. So I'll tell you that right now. And also, by the way, I'm also talking to myself. But I'm also talking to, whoever needs to hear it, like I said. I just don't want to make people think I'm coming for them. No, this is how I talk to myself. To get myself out of things, so. If you don't like the way I talk, you don't have to listen. The good thing, though, is that I feel like I like started taking like creatine and everything, and like obviously water weight. But I feel like to some extent, this is healthy for me. So okay, I used to eat like a really low calorie amount, like I'm talking like 1,200 a day. But recently, I upped that to about 1,500, which is usually my normal deficit is supposed to be at. 1,200 is just like the minimum. Like, I better hit that, But, I've been upping the calories a little bit just to give me some more muscle, like, water retention and everything like that, like just so I can hold on to a little bit more protein. So my protein goal every day is 150 grams of protein, which is like not bad at all. It's actually a really easy goal, but it's just it's hard to get that in whenever I am also tracking my calories and trying to stay in a deficit. So I take creatine every day before my workouts. I take creatine, nitric oxide boosters, which is like supposed to dilate your veins and make your muscles hold on to water easier. So like makes you get a bigger pump and like just make your muscles look bigger. And then I also take my pre-workout. But my pre-workout and creatine are like one supplement, so I take them both together. Powder, sorry. And then I take a banana every morning, and then I do my workout. And then I don't know. Do y'all like doing cardio or lifting first? I personally prefer cardio. I like doing cardio first, but what do y'all like? Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of all I wanted to talk about. Was just about, like, I was just having a hard time by myself. Hold on. Okay. I just heard really good news. Yeah. Anyway. I want a Diet Coke from Sonic really bad. I think I might go get one after this, yeah. I'll listen to this podcast, see if I'm even gonna upload it. I don't know if I will, because I don't want you guys to think I'm like a sensitive bitch. But I am. I don't know if this is gonna strike any feathers this episode, because weight loss is a hard topic. And is that a cute topic? Absolutely not. It's triggering for most people. And so I think about this before I upload it. You know? I don't know what else to talk about. Because I kind of just wanted to come on here and rant about that, because I've been having a hard time with it lately. And I made this podcast so I could relate to people. And that so I could find some form of like connection and balance with you guys. And I think I did. I do a really good job of finding that throughout these past couple episodes. I think I'm finding my people. I'm finding out what content you guys like and what content you guys don't like. I think you guys really enjoy like the funny, like dry humor, you know, concept of it. And then I also had a couple people like whenever I talk so authentically about life. And just about whenever I had that men segment, like 2 episodes ago, where I was by myself out here. And I was just talking about men and how, like, they are such babies when it comes to girls talking to their friends, essentially. I had so much relatability, and, like, girls were DMing me personally and just being like, I have never heard this, like, put in more perfect words. Like, you worded this perfectly. And I was just like, that is so insane. Like, this is great. Like, I love getting feedback like that so I can know what you guys like and what you guys are interested in. If this episode doesn't get as good feedback, that's okay. I'll delete it, or I'm gonna keep it up because it's just a rough draft, you know? I just kind of wanted a filler episode real quick. I just wanted to express how I felt in the moment just now. I had a lot of emotion going through me when I came out here to film this podcast, and I'm just grateful that you guys give me the ability and the platform to talk about it, and I know most of you guys are going to listen, and that is so beautiful to me, and I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you guys continue engaging with my videos and my, you know, random chats. I hope you guys like it, and then I also hope that, like, you guys give me feedback. I'm open. I'm an open book. Constructive criticism is my middle name. I can take it, and I would want to hear about it. Tell me what you guys like to listen to. Tell me guys what you guys don't like to listen to. Do you guys like to get serious? Do you guys not like to get serious? I'm a very unserious person. Although this episode I did have my moment where I was crying about having an ED to an extent. Or going through a moment where like an ED was in development, which is not a fun topic. And if you guys don't like listening to that, let me know. Because I won't ever talk about it again. Or I might talk about it again, just not in such a serious look. And I just won't, like, press record and just talk about my serious feelings. You know? I personally just wanted to upload this just to give you guys a different scenery and just a different view and more different content. Because My content is pretty consistent with like the dry humor guest on here. I just like to go back and forth with my guests, like dry humor to myself, just chatting it up. I'm very consistent with that, but if you guys want something else, I did want to film just a filler episode to see how this does. So, hopefully you guys like it. If you guys didn't, that's okay too. I'm here for the feedback, and I can't wait to see all the comments and DMs I get from this. I just love you guys so much, and thank you so much for listening to me cry. Alright, love you! Bye!